Hey, it's Drybear. And we finally have real substantial details on what's going to happen to our character's progress when we go from the eternal servers or the always on servers to a seasonal server in Diablo 4. So today I'm gonna break down all of those. I've done the math, the calculation for Renown, exactly what your character is going to have based on your progress on Eternal when you start a brand new character when Season 1 launches. But first, you should come hang out with me on my live stream. I'm live every single day on twitch.tv/Drybear. If you don't come hang out with me in the community, the next time you're doing a nightmare dungeon, an item you really want is going to drop, but it'll drop inside of a really nasty affix pool on the ground, which means you'll have to wait before you'll be able to pick it up. All right, let's catch everybody up on the Renown system and what's going to happen for Season 1. By the way, I did a full summary on the Campfire chat on my channel. You'll find that link down below in the description if you're looking for a full summary of the dev reaction. But today we're going to talk about specifically the progress that gets carried over from the Eternal servers, the normal servers, over into the seasonal servers. So if we open up our map and we look at our Renown, this is the biggest question on everyone's minds. What's going to happen to our Renown? Are we going to have to re-clear this every single season? What do we get to keep? And what is our quality of life going to be when we start a new season for Diablo 4? And it's a great question, and we finally got the answer that we were looking for yesterday, though it was a little jumbled, so I'm going to summarize it and make it very clear for you. On screen is the exact values of what you're going to get for the carryover from Eternal to the seasonal servers. I've gone through and looked at all of it. So let's go through this. When you look at your Renown in-game, you're going to pop this up and you can see that there are these 6 categories down here. These will attribute you Renown points, and based on how many Renown points you have, you will unlock all of these benefits. On the Eternal servers, the always on servers, you have these bonuses that you can collect. Inside of these, there are 2 different kinds of rewards to get. The single person icon is the one that you get per character, and this is earned when you go through and you collect these, you do the statues, all the things that reset per character, you do these and you get bonus XP and gold. Honestly, not really all that important, very, very minor, doesn't really matter, but there are benefits you get for activating the certain things, but in general, once you have this done, it's done for that server that you're playing on. The next reward is the one on the bottom here, right? So these up here on the top, these are your character-specific rewards that are earned per character, and then the bottom portion is the icon that has 3 little dudes on it. That is going to be your account progression and are unlocked once for all characters on that server. So you first get an extra skill point per zone, an extra potion capacity per zone, extra skill point per zone. You increase your max obol count, and then you get 4 paragon points, which means through the Renown system, there are a total of 10 extra skill points, 5 extra potion capacity, a bunch of extra obols, and then 20 extra paragon points, with an extra 5 paragon points coming from a unique reward on the Lilith statues themselves. When you finish these on the Eternal server, and then you make a new character on the Eternal server, all of these account-wide, server-wide benefits are already completed for you. And the question we all had was, what would happen if you were to go onto Season server and make a new character? Well, the answer that we got was exactly this. The progress that's carried over to the Season server based on your progress on the Eternal servers is Map Fog of War Reveal and the Renown points. So that's going to be this category down here at the bottom. So we have these here, areas discovered. For each one of these, you get 5 points, and this happens when you complete an area on the map. So when you have Fog of War normally, and this map isn't revealed, when you walk into that area and reveal it, you get 5 Renown points for that, and the map is then revealed. They have mentioned, which is awesome, I think this is a big win for us individually, the map, if you've revealed it on the Eternal server, will be revealed for you on the Seasonal server. So what you see on screen right now is what you will see in the Seasonal server if you revealed everything on the Eternal, which means that before the season starts, make sure you reveal the whole map, especially with a high-level character, so that you have that available, which means that you can see everything, you know where to go. If you have to collect stuff, you can go straight there. You can make waypoints. It will be of no consequence for you as well. The next thing that you're going to get from the seasonal reset is the waypoint locations and the Renown. So similar to the map reveal, you will have all of these waypoints, all the waypoints that you've collected on the Eternal server will be revealed to you on the seasonal server, but they won't be activated. So when you start your character in Fractured Peaks, if you have activated every waypoint on the map, you'll see where they are, but you won't have them activated, which means you won't be able to teleport to them until you go to them and activate them. So you will also get the Renown points for that. So far, we have 1-to-1 activation of Renown value from areas discovered and Renown value from waypoints collected on the Eternal server. So again, if you've done these on Eternal, you're going to get those Renown points activated for you again on the seasonal server. The difference being that you will not have these active for you on the seasonal. You won't be able to click this and teleport. You'll just know where it is, and you will have to go there yourself and activate it yourself. The next thing that you get from the seasonal server is going to be Statue of Lilith locations. Not the actual activation of the Statue of Lilith, but the location if you've collected on the Eternal server plus the Renown points. Which means that for this value, yet again, you will still get the Statue of Lilith Renown value for this here. So if you've actually collected all statues of Lilith in the game, you will have the Renown value collected for you on season. However, the actual statue value itself, the stats that you get from the statue, they will not be collected. They will not be grayed out like this as if you've collected them, claimed. It will be unclaimed. But if you've collected on the Eternal server, you'll know where they are. They'll be revealed to you. You don't have to look over to a different screen or on your phone, find out where they are, match up the terrain, put a waypoint, go over there and collect it. You'll know where it is, you just won't have it collected. So what this means is that most of these statues, they give you a benefit when you collect it. Most of them give you 2 of a primary stat like dexterity, willpower, strength, or intelligence. You won't have those when you first make a level 1 character on season, but you will know where they are, and the map will be revealed if you've already revealed it, and you'll know where the waypoints are. So the map will actually look, if you skip campaign, it will look pretty similar to what you see on screen right now for seasonal. You'll know where the little statues are, you'll know where the waypoints are. They will be deactive, which means these will be unclaimed. These will be inactive waypoints, and the map will be revealed. You'll see the dungeons, you'll know where things are, but you'll have to go and collect them yourself. So that's what you get for the seasonal server. And on top of that, which is really cool, seasonal characters will be able to skip the main campaign if you've completed it on Eternal. So when you make your character and you have that option to skip the campaign, you will be able to do that. Going into what is effectively adventure mode for Diablo 4 is actually faster leveling than doing the campaign. If you wanted to do the campaign on seasonal, you could, but if you've completed the campaign once on Eternal servers, you won't have to complete it again on the seasonal servers, which is pretty cool. And then the reset progress is everything that we didn't mention, which is going to be dungeon completion, which means your codex will be empty when you start on seasonal server. All side quests will be reset on season. You won't have any of that. All the stronghold completion will be reset, which you'll have to go and re-clear all the strongholds. I guess you'll be able to see the waypoints where they are, because this kind of has a conflict there, right? Because some waypoints only appear once you've completed a stronghold. I guess you'll know it's there, and then you'll have to complete the stronghold to activate it. The waypoints themselves will be revealed, but not active, and the statues of Lilith will be revealed and not active. So all of that gets put together. So the big question then is, I went through and did the math. Where would you be if you got exactly this, if they didn't change their minds or update this, which it doesn't seem like they're going to, but they still could? Where would you land if you had completed your entire Renown? So you go into your Renown system on live, you have your whole system set up, you've completed everything, all of this is done. What would you get for a seasonal character once you finally unlocked him? Well, the requirements for season are going to be 200 Renown total points is tier 1. That's the first reward that you see here. So this first one requires 200 Renown. Then to get the second reward, you need to get 500 total Renown or 300 more from tier 1. Then 900 total, 1300 total, and 1800 total for those. I went ahead and did the math and added up if you got credit for each zone, all of the areas discovered. So you got this Renown value here, all of the waypoint Renown points collected, and all of the altars of Lilith statue Renown points collected. What would be the total value for each zone that you would end up with? And the answer is 800 for Fractured Peaks, 745 for Dry Steppes, 740 for Hawazar, 700 for Kyrgyzstan, and 850 for Skazglin, which if you look at the requirements for this, it will be above the tier 2 requirement, but every single zone will be below the tier 3 requirement, which means if you completed everything, all Renown on the Eternal servers, you would then be guaranteed to have at least up to here on every single zone and no further. The Skazglin will actually be kind of close here to getting to tier 3, but it won't actually be there. So you will be able to get to this point, the first 2 rewards for every zone. So when you log into a seasoned character, you will have 5 skill points and 5 potion capacity, but we'll still have to earn 5 more skill points for all zones, the obol increase, and 20 paragon points. You will still have to get the actual stat values for collecting the altars of Lilith. You will have to do the side dungeons to get the codex and the renown value. You will have to do the strongholds. You won't have to, but you can do the side quests if you want for extra points. And you still will have to go collect the waypoints, but you'll have the renown value for it. So that's the baseline of what you'll get for season 1 when you start your character. So my to-do list for you, if you were asking what should I get done before season 1 on my renown, what I would say is go collect every statue of Lilith. Get every single one that you can so that they're all active. You get all the points. You know where they are. Collect every single waypoint so you know where it is, and reveal the whole map so everything is revealed to you when you have that done. Everything else is going to get reset for season. So if you care about that and you're only going to play season, it's not actually the end of the world if you don't do every dungeon, every side quest, or every piece there. But at the very least, you want to have the whole map revealed. You want to know where the waypoints are, and you want to know where the statues of Lilith are so that you can go to them very easily. While you're on season, you'll be walking around and you might be doing something over here for a quest. You're like, okay, I'm going to pop up and grab this statue because I know exactly where it is. I don't have to worry about that. And you want to get all the statues on season because these will give you, not only will they give you, each one of these is like +2 main stat or max obols, or there's a couple of the statues on the west side of the map that will give you +1 paragon point per, which isn't the end of the world, right? Because you only get paragon at level 50 anyways. So level 1, you won't have this, and you'll just have to go and collect these to get it. The only downside is if you go and get the altars of Lilith on season, if you've already collected them, you're just getting the stat bonus, you're not getting the renown, and so you will still have to do side dungeons and strongholds and side quests. But that is what we understand for the renown progress and the carryover from your main character to your seasonal character on screen here. So I hope it helps. And yeah, that's all I've got for you today. If you enjoyed yourself today, leave a like down below. You can support me and my work on Patreon and view Patreon exclusive content, link in the description. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one.